The problem with the old websites like Xvideos and Pornhub is that people don't really talk about them in public, and this limits their growth potential. Imagine you're in a coffee shop and you say, "Hey, so what do you guys think of Pornhub?" People would immediately turn their heads and think, what is wrong with that person? But go to that same coffee shop and say, "Hey, so what do you guys think of OnlyFans?" It is not only a valid, socially acceptable question, you might even have people join your conversation to give you their opinion. What they did was take away all the shame and taboo of adult entertainment and make it completely socially acceptable by calling it something that sounds more innocent, like OnlyFans, as opposed to Xvideos or Pornhub that just sounds completely wrong, and it worked amazingly well. Just look at this chart. OnlyFans is set to pass Xvideos in the next couple of years in the number of searches. But this socially acceptable rebranding is a double-edged sword, and another industry did something similar and it eventually led to their collapse.
Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack.
The tobacco industry used the exact same playbook. Tobacco is doing amazingly well, until doctors showed that cigarettes gave you cancer. Big Tobacco needed to convince its customers that cigarettes are safe. So how do you convince millions of people that poison is actually fine? The answer is one of the smartest, dirtiest marketing moves in modern history, and OnlyFans is copying it right now. Back in the day, cigarettes didn't have filters, so the tobacco industry introduced cigarette filters.
And Winston's are easy drawing. There's no effort to puff. Winston's finer filter works so effectively yet doesn't flatten the flavor. The full, rich flavor comes clean through to you for real smoking enjoyment.
These filters were marketed as the new magic health solution that took away everything that makes smoking bad, supposedly removing all the tar. Keep this word in your head, harmless. That word alone made billions, and it's the exact word that's going to destroy OnlyFans from the inside. The results of this strategy: cigarette sales increased despite all the backlash. But here's where it backfires, and this part is honestly disturbing. Now, just like OnlyFans, it may seem like the tobacco industry is moving in the right direction and that they are winning, but things are about to change. Remember how I said earlier that socially acceptable rebranding is a double-edged sword? Here's where the whole strategy turns from smart to horrifying. In only 30 years, lung cancer deaths quadrupled, from 21,000 a year to over 86,000 a year. After this, nobody could pretend cigarettes were safe anymore. It was a massive wake-up call. The public's large-scale exposure to tobacco ultimately revealed the dark truth that Big Tobacco tried to cover up. I predict that OnlyFans will expose the adult entertainment industry in the same way. People went from buying 11 cigarettes per day to fewer than 30 cigarettes per day. Now, it's horrible that we had to find out this way that smoking cigarettes is bad for you. But if it wasn't for this massive explosion of cigarette sales, it may have taken us way longer than 30 years to recognize this pattern. As of today, cigarette sales are lower than 3 cigarettes sold per adult per day. Just like how the cigarette rebrand led to a massive decrease in sales with the overwhelming evidence of lung cancer deaths, the adult entertainment rebrand to a more innocent name like OnlyFans will bring the adult industry out of the dark and expose not just how it ruins the lives of the people who create adult content, usually women who completely destroy their reputation for life, but also how it completely ruins the lives of the people who watch the content, usually desperate men whose confidence, self-esteem and mental health get completely and utterly destroyed. Just like with cigarettes and lung cancer, we will see overwhelming evidence of how bad adult entertainment affects society. And there will be no debate, everyone will know that it's bad. Just like how our parents warned us at a young age against smoking and how bad it is for us, we will warn our children of the dangers of wanting to look at or create adult content. And OnlyFans made these conversations possible for us, since we can now talk about adult content without feeling the shame we felt when we spoke of Xvideos or Pornhub. People have been way more comfortable making videos about OnlyFans and discussing it on podcasts compared to other adult channels. It's the shame that's been keeping us from looking and understanding the problems that the adult entertainment industry creates in society. The shame has been hiding all the destroyed reputations of adult content creators and all the mental health damage that the adult content viewers face. The shame was something that the adult entertainment industry thrived on, because all of its secrets were kept in the dark. And since OnlyFans has removed the shame for us and brought all the secrets of the adult entertainment industry into the light, we're already seeing a lot of men coming out of their addiction to adult entertainment. One of the best indicators that shows how men are dealing with this and deciding to take a stance against this is the NoFap community. The NoFap community is a community that decided to take a stand and quit adult entertainment and masturbation completely. The NoFap subreddit has increased by more than 6-fold in subs since OnlyFans started in July 2016, going from over 185,000 to over 1.2 million today. Today, the conversation is louder than a thunderclap, because unlike the shadowy corners of the internet that once hid the scars of adult content, OnlyFans dragged the entire industry into the spotlight, where the damage can finally be seen and questioned. More people will be warned about the reputation-ruining dangers for women who create adult content, and the mental health-ruining dangers for men looking at adult content. Even if it takes decades, just like with tobacco, it would spark a cultural awakening, where men walk with unshakable confidence and women are no longer pressured to sell their bodies online. And our kids grow up in a world that values intimacy over exploitation. Once society saw the link between cigarettes and lung cancer, sales plummeted. So the question is, now that we're waking up to the damage adult entertainment causes, can we decrease how often people look at and make adult entertainment? I want to see the adult entertainment industry face the same reckoning as the tobacco industry, because that would mean fewer silent suicides from broken men, and fewer young women trading their future for a few dollars and irreversible shame. Maybe it's just a fever dream. But if the acceptance that OnlyFans creates does start more conversations, and if these conversations manage to shrink the adult entertainment industry, OnlyFans would have been one of the best things that ever happened to society. Thank you for watching, and if you found value in this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.